Good morning. Today's soap is going to be Stubble Buster, and this one here is Burnish. And you can see some of the scent description up there. It says lemon, neroli, and pineapple. And show you what it looks like there on the inside. It has a, I guess you might call it a dark beige, maybe, on its way to being brown. Not quite brown though. I would consider this scent strength close to medium. Some of the other soaps I could understand being, closer to light, but this one here I would say is closer to medium. It's got a little bit more of a scent to it, just coming right off the puck, and also got the matching aftershave to go right along with it. I have it whipped up here in a smooth bottom bowl with a Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Green Ray brush. Kind of give you some idea. It's almost drippy. It's just about there. It's pretty close. That's what it looks like there in the bowl. And it didn't take much to whip this up. Whipped up pretty nice. I can smell it right off of the brush there. Like I say, it's kind of a medium scent, I would say. This is not a Weck Sexta blade, but this is a Weck hair shaper blade, shave bit, if you will. And I think most people might consider this color amber. It's almost orange to me. I guess it just depends on what your color palette might be. But anyhow, it's got a Kismet blade in it, and this will be the second use of it. And if you look on eBay, sometimes you'll see some different colors. I think I've seen green and blue and gold and various different colors. But this one here, these hair shaper these Weck hair shapers are lighter than what Sexta blades are, so that is something to consider if you're looking at one of these. That they do have a heavier one, which some folks might like. I already put a hot towel to the face this morning, and I've got the towel off over here. I'm going to use it to put the shaving cream on, the lather that is, once I'm done, so it helps keep the sink water clean. Got the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements ice cube. Yes, the temperatures around here today are supposed to be warm. I think we are finally going to start trending that direction. Looking at the weather forecast one up, but it seems like it might be drying out just a tad bit. There's not a whole lot in the way of mentioning of rain, at least not yet. I think most of it's probably going to happen in the evening hours when it does. Late afternoon going into the evening. Of course, there's June, and June has a tendency sometimes to be kind of wet. At least the winds died down a little bit. It's been so windy. Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Ice Cube pre-shave soap. You can kind of see it doesn't take a whole lot of effort to work it up. Work it into the face, into the beard. Lathers up pretty nice. Never had any issues with the pre-shave cubes or the pre-shave soap that's in tubes. Nice for travel. I have not shaved with a Weck in quite a while. I do have what is referred to as a surgical one. It's all metal. You might if you excuse me, if you're familiar with the Parker SRX, it'd be similar to that in that it's got a little bit of weight behind it. It's well made, lasts you a good long while, especially if you take care of it. All right, it's been a while since I've shaved with one of these, so we'll see how it goes. Start with the with the green pass. Like I said, these are lighter. These hair shapers are. So it may not be for everybody. It takes, in my opinion, a bit more finesse to use a lightweight one versus a heavyweight, or one that's got more weight behind it. Now I have a link down below on eBay just to get you started if you're unfamiliar with these blades. Kind of like come in a red and white package, and I think there's usually 6 blades to a pack as opposed to like 5 or 10. They're not cheap. They're not inexpensive. It will cost you a little bit in comparison to Persona blades. Just a wee bit expensive. At least here in the States now. Um, if you're over there in Europe where that's where they come from, they might be a bit cheaper than what they are here. But it is something to think about. And different blade choice. They feel a little bit smoother, uh, not quite as edgy as a Persona blade. Trying to take my time. Like I say, it's been a little while. Get accustomed to. Dogs are awake this morning. Gotta get used to the lack of weight, so you gotta have a wee bit more technique, skill set. It does command attention. I would not start out with a light one. That's just my opinion. My experience has been the heavier the razor is, the better I am. But I know some folks that have talked about their experience, and they prefer the lightweight one. Started out with lightweight and was quite comfortable with it. Uh, this one here is pretty light. It does not have a lot of weight to it. I prefer the heavier ones, especially starting out. After you get to going for a while, learning your technique, you'll get used to the lightweight ones, and they become less of an issue. But I know for me, it's like, wow, I really do like the heavyweight ones. It's just like a DE razor. Let the weight of the razor and the sharpness of the blade do most of the work for you. With a lightweight one, it takes more finesse, a bit more focus. This scent is pretty nice. At least my nose is picking it up this morning. I wasn't too sure it would. I know yesterday my nose was giving me fits. I think it had a lot to do with the amount of pollen that's still floating in the air. We are getting closer to the day. This coming Monday, day's Wednesday, so this coming Monday, my youngest son will graduate, and we are getting much closer. So you can imagine now trying to get everything lined out. Just a wee bit busy. There's a lot to do. Little things here and there, just, we got all the big stuff taken care of. It's just all the small things. Little things that seem to pop up at the last minute that seem to get overlooked, no matter how big the list is. They're going to have the graduation outside, And so far it's trending that it's not going to rain, but it might be a little bit warm. Temperature keeps on creeping up each time I look at the forecast. Last time I looked, it is supposed to be near 87 degrees, and factor in some humidity. Last time I heard there might be a good chance of getting some rain on Sunday. They're not sure. Then Monday, so the humidity might be up just a bit. And since they have such a large class that's graduating, I think around 1,300 kids, it's going to take a moment. So you figure you'll be sitting out there about anywhere from probably 2.5 hours to 3 hours. It's yeah, it's going to be a long wait before it's done and over with. So your attire, even though you're trying to dress and look appropriate, it's going to be warm out there, I have a feeling. The way the stadium runs, it runs north-south. So you're going to have one side that's going to have the sun to the back, and one side is going to have the sun to their face. And there's no reserve seating. But they also you have to have tickets to get in. And they limited the number of tickets because of the capacity. In other words, it would be easy to exceed the capacity of the stadium. So they only have a certain number of tickets per family. So it's like, wow, it's going to be interesting. Parking will be at a premium too. So it's going to be a very long day. They keep on releasing details. Just a little bit of stinging right there. Little updates here and there. Went pretty smooth. Not too bad. I was a little concerned. My experience with a hair shaper, to me, it's just a mental thing. I consider that blade hanging out there like that awfully intimidating. It could be a straight razor. Straight razor looks different. It feels different in the hand. This to me is awfully intimidating. When I first got my first Weck, it sat in a box, in a closet, unused for quite a while. It just, that blade hanging out there like that, it was just too intimidating. It took me a while to get around to trying it out and getting used to it. Same thing with the Dovo. Dovo Shave It. I bought one, got it, looked at it, felt it in my hand. It's very lightweight. Thought, I don't know if I can use this or not. There's not hardly any weight to it. You kind of see sometimes it's just more of a mental thing. I eventually, as you can tell, got by that roadblock. All right, here's the aftershave. I find that this set, it depends when sometimes they're on sale. So sometimes you can get the soap and the aftershave for near the $15 range. I think if you buy it at regular price, it's right at $20, I think, which is, that's a pretty good buy. Nowadays, with the price of some soaps hitting $20 and $25, to get the whole set for $20 or less is a pretty good buy. So I have a link down below if you want to check them out, see what they have to offer. They also have samples if you're interested in that. Just like, scent with anything else, some scents may not be to your liking and others you may really like. So there is that. But to me, I think it's a very nice, budget-friendly type setup. No nicks, cuts, weepers. I did all right. I was concerned. I've had this set up for about a week now. And decided today was the day for it. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay healthy, stay safe, and smooth shaves to you.